He'll be starting in 8th.
Lights are off on the safety vehicle at the point. Watch for that car to dive to the center of the infield. Distance is 20 laps. Get ready. Open wheel modified headlight racing, Stafford style. Welcoming you to the show, Tim Bennett on the starter's stand. Double greens are up. And we are back and racing, and Glenn Griswald jumps into the lead, but look at Joey Farino.
It's never too early for a crossover move, especially if Joey Farino can execute it. The Bear is giving Griswald all he can handle.
Off the turn, side-by-side racing, but Griswald will lead lap number 1. Farino tucks back in the line. Look at Farino, that patented bottom inside lane. He runs where no one else can conquer his class. That seems to be right around the bottom.
While they battle it out for the lead, here is Griswald. A little wiggle, a little stutter step by Farino, and it prevents him from taking over the lead.
Farino just doesn't give up. Glenn Griswold stuck in the outside. Beaujolais is up to the top 3. Here comes Burnham, Matt. He has worked his way with Swanson. They're coming to the front of the field already. They were the big dogs from last weekend.
Boy, Matt Swanson is taking on Bob Charland on the outside groove, and he is almost even with the Shark.
Good.
And look at Swanson. He is taking over 5th place.
Swanson already up to 5, and who is the tail that wags a dog? Gonna be Burnham with the 54 car. He goes to the outside of Charland. Back off turn number 4. Beaujolais is all over the old warhorse as he continues to try to hold on for second. Farino is still dominant at the front of the field, bottom of the top 10. Membrino is working his way towards the front, and so isn't Daniel Wesson with the number 92 car. He's starting to pick him off and get settled in as well.
Good battle between Membrino and Todd Doulard. Membrino with inside position, and he will make it happen. Membrino climbs into 8th place.
Further back in the field, look at Daniel Wesson. He just went around Todd Doulard as Wesson moved into the bottom of the top 10. Back up front, leader is still Farino. Meanwhile, the 31 of Stephen Kopsick is up among the top 4, and all of a sudden Glenn Griswold kind of tried to make a move around Farino, and it really didn't work, Matt.
No, it looked like that car had a panic attack as it was in turn number 2. Let's see if Beaujolais can take advantage of that. Kopchik is in the neighborhood in car number 31. Matt Swanson, who finished 2nd last week, is in 5th. And DJ Burnham, who says he doesn't care about points, all he cares about is victories. He is riding in the 6th position.
Keep your eyes on Beaujolais. He has tried everything. Look at Kopsick. What a move. Kopsick saw the opening, stepped on the gas, and moved alongside. Swanson sees that move, tries to make it. Here comes Burnham off the turn. Burnham, car 54, black with blue numbers. Looking to move underneath Swanson, but Swanson shakes him off as the top 6 are in a pack. 5 of them contending for second, and Kopsick is looking to take over that runner-up spot.
He is a blur in car number 31, getting underneath the warhorse, Glenn Griswold. They are dead even. That could change as they get into the 3rd corner, and it's Kopsick who moves into 2nd place.
No question about it. Kopsick is a man on a roll. Griswold gets shuffled further back as Beaujolais moves on to the podium. While that has been happening, all of a sudden Swanson now tries to put some pressure on Griswold. He slips up the racetrack just a bit. All of a sudden, here comes Burnham. Burnham and Swanson, they've had their own little mini war going on, as now Burnham kicks up a little bit of soil as he will try to make his magic on the bottom as well.
And Tony Membrino has moved back into contention. He is in 7th place, 1 spot ahead of Shagnon. So it's Joey Farino in the spotlight, and Stephen Kopchik trying to do something about it. Kopchik is crowding him. The fastest lap so far in this race has been clicked off by Tony Membrino.
Tony Membrino, no surprise, but he's got a way to go, and there's only 8 laps to get the job done. Back up front, Kopsick trying everything, but Farino guards that bottom where he likes to run. Kopsick is there. Now he's going to try to muscle him on the bottom. It doesn't pay off. He pulls back in the line. Trouble now Caution flag comes out, and that could change the entire complexion of.
I couldn't hear a word you were saying.
You think if you got one of these cars yourself, you think it could be a challenge to him?
Not at all. No way.
All right, that's a story from the two-seater. Two Farinos out on the track here tonight.
So, Ben, we call Joey Farino the mayor. So what do we call his dad? The governor?
The governor. I think you're right with
Okay.
that, Matt. Okay, looking for that pace car to dive to the inside. Place your bets now. SK Light Style. Tim Bennett staring him down. Green is out. Trouble. Kopsik comes across.
Griswold went airborne.
Membrino. Swanson. The 22 machine of Prucker. And Kopsik is stranded right there in the middle of all of that melee that took place off turn number 4. Amazingly enough, Swanson is able to drive.
Farino was after taking that ride in the two-seater, and remember later on tonight, thanks to the Napa stores in Bloomfield and also in Brantford, we will be giving away 2 rides in that car during a practice session. So still time to get your pit stopper, and you could be as happy as Jim Farino was.
Now, Chuck Zantarski has among the tougher jobs here each and every Friday night, and he is discussing the situation with Membrino, Griswold, and Kopsik, and then he'll go back to his, what we'll call his perch. Chuck Zantarski, a legendary late model driver and champion. He's got a lot of respect for competitors as well. There is the green, back up through the gears, and Farino back on top. Beaujolais on the outside. Here comes Burnham going for 2. He's in the 3rd spot. Charland is up to the 4th spot. Jetty is right there. As they come back to the stripe, Beaujolais, high, wide, and handsome in the outside lane. Now look at Burnham. Burnham tucks it down low, challenges for 2nd. And Burnham forces Beaujolais into a do-or-die situation. But Farino is still the star of the show. 5 laps to go, the high 5. Now, trouble now. Daniel Wesson goes around, contact is made, and we've got a caution. Daniel Wesson's car suddenly
It's amazing how much he can improve, but when you're 14 years old, you can pick up things in a hurry. So the Bullet had a good run for the first 14 laps, had a little setback. We'll see if he can get his groove back.
Well, he has still plenty of time to get the job done. 6 circuits remaining. Field is doubled back up. Keep your eyes on Burnham looking to make it 2 for 2, but in order to do that, he's got to get around Beaujolais and Farino. Beaujolais has been a master of running the outside. Farino, a master of guarding the bottom. And the leader has that option. As there they come, back off turn number 4. And now Burnham's able to try to stick with Farino, Matt. And that makes Beaujolais either go for it or back in and be challenged for the runner-up spot.
And I think he's going for it. Right now, it's make or break time for Jeff Beaujolais, roller coastering his way on the outside of Farino, and he is about a half a car length behind him.
No question about it. Beaujolais is hooked up in the outside lane, but Farino is just as strong on the bottom. Side-by-side racing for the 4th and 5th spot. Jetty and the number 1 car of Charland. Meanwhile, here comes the talked about that car much. It is Kyle Trainer. What a good run for Trainer, Matt, the rookie.
Remember, he has been out of action for 13 years, and right now he is running in 6th place. Right behind him is Podium Paul French. 2nd. Here comes Burnham as he tries to bury his way to the bottom of Beaujolais.
Side by side, they come off the turn. Burnham with a little more getting up on the bottom. Here they come again off that 2nd turn. Lee and Burnham, sparks fly, tempers will flare, and Burnham is almost there in his quest for 2nd. Nobody's giving up an inch. Popsicle sticks are up, 2 to go. We've got 2 cars in turn 3.
Carlos Gray is one of those cars, and I believe the other one is Wesley Plucker.
Yep,
in
it
car
is.
number 22 underneath the Napa sign.
We've been told that the 69.
Is Joey Farino is about ready to get out of the car. Connor Sullivan is there in Napa Victory Lane.
Well, definitely a great night for the Farino family. It's again, two generations out there. You had Jim, his father Jim, out in the two-seater, but the mayor, Joey Farino, getting his first Escalade victory of the season in dramatic fashion. So allowed to step out of the car. Joey, what a battle up there at the front between you and the three.
Oh yeah, I mean, he ran me clean, you know, I gotta thank him for that. I mean, after last week, I'm just thankful to all my guys for getting this car back together. I mean, the thing was a basket case. It was an unfortunate situation we had, but, you know, I gotta thank everyone who helped me get back here. You know, Gino from RH2, without him, none of this would be possible. Kurt D'Addario's Auto Service, Tim Bolduck from Bolduck Painting and Improvement. I gotta thank Dave Stevens from Stevens Ductwork, Pinto Manufacturing. Got to thank Donnie from Rad for giving this thing flawless power. You know, George for helping me out. I got to thank all my guys who are in the shop every week. You know, Paul French, I mean, he puts his life into making this car turn left for me. You know, Big Frank for making sure it's safe every week. Dean, Debbie, you know, John and Busy, Vinny, Steve Zappa, you know, Greg, everyone that helps us out. You know, it's just a phenomenal thing.
I'm thankful Joey Farino celebrating down.
And we got to thank Jeff Pearl for this awesome transmission shifting on restarts. And one of our crew members is going to be here tonight. Marla, she's in the hospital battling cancer. Just, we're thinking about you. This one's for you.
So again, a very thankful Joey Farino here in Napa Victory Lane. We're going to send it over to Derek Iowa, who's with Jeff Boydjali.
All right, so second place. Take us through that last lap. Did you think you were going to be fast?
Yeah, I thought DJ had a fast car. We were just loose all night. But I definitely got to thank my mom first off, my girlfriend Desi, everyone here that's here for me, that supports me every week. Industrial Handling Systems and Huntington Capital City Chassis had this thing hooked up all year so far. Congratulations, second place.
Now bringing third place, DJ Burnham. DJ, take us through that last lap there. Did you think you had him? He was really close at the line.
Yeah, with 2 to go there, I had a pretty good run on them, and Joey got crossed up there, but it just kind of slowed down my momentum. Pretty close for a second. We just missed the setup tonight. It was a little too free off, a little tight in the center. I got to really thank my mom and dad. They sacrificed so much so we can race here every week. My brother, he works his butt off on this race car. Bruce Manili from Manili's Banquets and Catering. Ron Williams from Advice One. Hermie, everybody on the crew, my girlfriend friend Jackie. Just feels good to be on the podium, but I think we should have done a little closer.
DJ Burnham, third, guys.